what effect is it going to have so close to our drinking water? You know, these are questions that we have.
If we have a oil pipeline, oil products pipeline put along the entire length of our coast, that's through 5 watersheds, vast expanses of productive habitat in the form of tidal marsh and riverine systems and estuaries, we stand a great chance of those being contaminated in a way that will do serious damage to that nature-based economy.
We're here today because the law, specifically Section 22-3-82 in the Official Code of Georgia, that is OCGA 22-382, grants pipeline companies the right to acquire property or interest in property by eminent domain for the construction, reconstruction, operation, and maintenance of pipelines in this state. Of all the state law requirements for the exercise of eminent domain for the construction of the Palmetto Pipeline, the Georgia DOT, that's my agency, Mike's agency, we are only involved in the application for the Certificate of Public Convenience and Necessity, and that alone is the subject of this hearing.
So when we look at projects to expand, we do it at the specific behest of customers. We're a customer-driven company. And we have proposed a project that we've looked at closely for over 10 years. But in the past, the commercial interest in the project has not been there. It is now. And that's based not only upon the usage of refined products, gasoline, diesel, and ethanol, that's currently being used, but projections for use over the next 25 years. So we're trying to design a project that's going to meet current needs and also the future needs of the states of Georgia, South Carolina, and Florida. What we're proposing is a pipeline that would transport 150,000 to approximately 165,000 barrels a day of product. And those estimates are based upon what our customers have requested. And the way that we design projects too is not will this pipeline be used if it's built, but what is firmly needed, firm long-term commitments, contractual commitments by customers to make sure that on day one when this pipeline goes in service, that it is at or near capacity. In other words, that it is needed. These customers are signing up for long-term commitments to ship product on this project. Right now, Savannah is the only major community in the state of Georgia that does not have a pipeline delivery system for refined products. It comes by truck and it comes by boat. So this is another source of energy for reliability, for competitiveness, and we believe cost effectiveness.
So as I rode up here today, I noticed a protester out there on the road holding a sign that said, "What public benefit, what public need?" And to me, that's the question that's at the core of this process. It's interesting and a little bit more than ironic to me that Mr. Forer led off with a comment about need tonight. But did anybody hear where that need was coming from? Customers.
They are disruptive of the land and the waterways. They are dangerous and should not be built unless there is an overriding necessity which demands this need. This is not the case in this proposed pipeline. Pipelines are inherently risky, regardless of the steps taken and best intentions. Kinder Morgan and others have had significant problems with pipelines over the years. For example, this same company, Kinder Morgan, pled no contest to criminal charges in connection with a serious accident and spill in Walnut Creek, California. Just last Friday, if you read the newspaper, a pipeline exploded in Fresno, California. And a Google search will reveal many, many more such incidences.
And the book says clearly that they need a description of their public convenience. And one of the few words I remember from my English training is the word "and." And it says "and necessity." So today I rode around Savannah and I took some pictures of an embark station. No lines, took some pictures of a Parker station, no lines, and where's Bobby Everett? I left out El Chico, but I'll get them next time. I'll submit these pictures, there's 3 of them for the record. Thank you. Now, as far as I can tell y'all, is there anybody who wasn't able to get gasoline to come here today?
Us landowners do not have anybody looking out for us. We have placed faith in the government to protect our rights. This is a for-profit company. If they believe in capitalism, let them acquire their right-of-way and pay a market price for it and negotiate with the landowner.
I do represent several hundred very highly skilled workers in the states of South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. I represent the people that would build this pipeline. I represent the people that pay taxes in South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. And I'm here to tell every one of you, I've heard some of you say from the bottom of your heart, you're against this pipeline. I'm going to do everything I can to provide those workers of mine with some very good jobs. Thank y'all very much.
I am opposed to the application. Someone might say, I'm just saying, well, not in my backyard, literally my backyard. And they say, well, if not your backyard, well, then it has to go through someone's backyard. No, it doesn't. Specifically, not this one, because Kinder Morgan's application may not be approved unless public necessity is proven. Not guessed at, not alluded to in the gentleman's 10 minutes remark, not claimed, but proven. Public necessity proven. And public benefit and necessity have not been proven. Therefore, Mr. McMurray, you may not approve the application.